Well, I think you can tell from reading the newsletter this time that we are seeing a lot of activity going on, and more than just in South Sudan. I mean, we have talked about Costa Rica, we talked about South Sudan a lot in the last year, but other areas in Eastern Africa are really taking off now. And I am so encouraged, and I hope you were encouraged by reading the newsletter. Now, what I didn't say in the newsletter was that each one of these people, these five people that I highlighted, which are some of our top network leaders that we have in Eastern Africa, they are each facing individual battles. Now, they're making disciples, they're gathering people, they're starting mentoring groups, they're starting simple churches, they're doing everything right. Can you guess what the problem might be? Actually, yes, it's funding. That's it. So I just want to real quickly go through these five people and talk about some needs that they have because our plan is we got phase one, our urgent, immediate plans are just to get Ultimate Impact shored up. I have trying to come on full-time staff. We're not quite there yet, although I've given up my paid work, my staff work as a pastor. I'm still leading Living Faith, but I'm trying to get my whole income to come from Ultimate Impact now. So uh, we got that going on. We've had this explosion of growth. Less than a year ago, we had 65 practitioners worldwide in Ultimate Impact. Now we've got close to 1,500. And we've got leaders in multiple countries, sometimes multiple leaders within countries, and we're trying to keep up with all of them. And I'm simply having to tell everybody no for every request, it seems like. And I hate doing that because some of these requests aren't that big, but until we get shored up for what we're doing just to be sustainable, we can't really say yes to a lot. So I just want to encourage you by seeing how little we need to give to these guys, but we can't do it because we don't have our basics lined up yet. All right, so let's talk about Aubrey. Aubrey got a laptop donated. We were able to cover the shipping cost for that. He's got it in hand. It's working great. He's got the charger for it. Now he needs a printer because they have baptized 81 people. They had over 400 say they were interested in mentoring groups, but they can't even gather that information. They don't have a place to put it. And so they got to have a printer. And so a printer has been donated to them, but it's in Kenya and it needs to be shipped for less than $25 and probably a little less than $100 for all the cartridges that they might need over the next few months. Isaac, another guy in Kenya, they want to try to support his own travels without having to ask for help. So instead of just outright asking for money, he's like, if we could get enough chickens that could lay enough eggs, I could sell the eggs at the market, pay for my own travels, and that's what I'd really rather do anyway. So, he needs about $300 to cover the amount of chickens that he needs. And that would just get him his travel money for all the different places around Eastern Africa that he gets invited to all the time. And then there's Philip. Philip says they need Bibles in Swahili, not just English Bibles, not just Bibles donated, but Bibles in Swahili. They're also looking for a used laptop and charger that they could use or something they could connect to a bigger monitor because what he wants to do is have live training sessions with me while he translates to everyone in his group. He feels like that would be more personable. It means a lot when they can see me on a screen. They're really encouraged by that. And so I could do more live trainings with all of the people he's working with because they'll gather together and come to something like that. Also, he's looking for some transportation to get to the next village over to preach the gospel there. One of his children is not able to stay in school right now because they can't cover the school fees, and they could use some help with that. And then Rogashian over in the Democratic Republic of Congo. He also needs Bibles in Swahili. He needs transportation to move around a very large county, which he has the attention of 50 pastors every month. He calls the meetings, they come. He's trying to get them to go through Ultimate Impact, Zume, all this kind of thing. And then there's Tom, who's also in Western Kenya. You know, all over East Africa, there's bad networks. It's notorious for bad networks there. Staying connected is really difficult. But of all the people I have bad networks with, Tom is the one that seems to drop the most calls. And I think part of it is his phone. And, when your phone is bad and your network is bad, sometimes we'll drop a call up to 10 times in 1 hour, not counting the 20 times it's stopping to buffer and, that kind of thing. And so we really need to get him a new phone, and a decent phone there can be, it's not like $1,000 like it is here in America. For $300, he could get a really good phone, and we could do a lot more effective training with him. While we're both patient men, it does kind of frustrate both of us to death when we can do that. So you can see a lot of these little, 50, 100, 200, $300 things that we would love to be giving to. We can't do it yet because we need more monthly income. We need some more one-time income, and we need to make sure we can just kind of take care of the things here in the United States and keep the organization going, try to keep me on staff so I don't have to divide my time between this and a second job. I'm telling you, guys, there is so much more we can do. And any one of these five, all of these five, could be starting a movement like what we're seeing in South Sudan. And there are literally thousands and thousands of souls that could be won much faster if we were just in a little better financial situation. So I hope that you will pray about this. I hope that you will become a monthly donor. I hope that if you have a one-time offering to give, you can do that, because I'm telling you, God is moving in Eastern Africa, and we want to be right in the thick of it. We need the partners to come in and see to fruition what God is wanting to do in Eastern Africa. So I hope you'll pray about it. I hope God will move your heart, and you can go to ultimateimpact.org and donate. You can also ask me for Venmo or Zelle instructions, and I can give those to you. And God bless you for anything you can do, because the need is urgent and the need is important. God bless you.